And when I say to everybody, I really encourage that you think through what is the end goal. Once we understand sort of the why, write down all the things that you are really good at, the things that you want to do, then the things that you're not good at, and the things that you hope you can get other people to do. From there, we can then decide, okay, what should and I know you'll like this, what should the brand be all about? Without purpose, it's tough to answer that.
My guest today is the CEO and founder of Mindshare 101. David Greenspan is with us. He is a nationally recognized speaker, trainer, and coach of sales professionals, and he helps them build Mindshare so that when a customer thinks of your product or service, they naturally think of you. Sounds like it's something right up my alley. Take a listen, and please help me welcome David. So, David, I'm super excited to have you on. It's a changing time in our industry. The market has completely shifted. I have been talking to my friends here in the US and my friends here in Canada, where you are, and it's like a completely different space. And so I think people are having a real tough time getting their heads around it. I want to know from you, what challenges are you seeing from your clients these days?
You know, first, I want to thank you for having me on the show today. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. And I know we get into some real fun conversations, and somehow we do so much of that before we get on air together.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh my God, we need to put that on air. So hopefully we'll be able to recreate some of that positive energy. But no, it's a pleasure being here. And as you ask about, the challenges that the clients are facing right now, the reality is that we are in a changed market. I don't believe we're in a bad market. We're certainly not in a good market.
Yeah.
But if somebody had coined it to me a little while back, they said, we are in a professionals market. And I really like that line, because really what's happening right now is we're in a cycle. What goes up must come down, and what goes down must go up.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we're still on our way down. I don't believe we've hit the bottom yet. I really don't, but I'm very optimistic about what's ahead. Now, if you look and say, well, what's the big challenge? The big challenge is, and it's something you asked me a moment ago about motivation. How do you stay motivated at this moment? In fact, what should I be doing at this very moment to take control of my business and be poised to, make it better? And I mean, I would say to everybody at this very moment, this is the time right now to work on your business. I mean, Christine, go back to like 2020,
yes,
2021, 2022. How many people were saying, I don't have the time. I have way too much to do. I just I'm up to my eyeballs. And the reality is you didn't have the time to really show a house properly, make an offer properly. Like everything had to happen very quickly. And hey, nobody was complaining. I mean, it was a great moment in time when it comes to making money. We're in the complete opposite right now.
Yeah.
Right? Things are not moving as quickly. You do have the time. So what I encourage everybody to do at this very moment is look back to what it is that you couldn't get done when you were super busy. Think about the things you need to do right now in order to get yourself to be super busy, and take the opportunity at this very moment to work on that.
Yeah.
So I would say to you that's really the biggest challenge. I mean, look, end of the day, you could say the biggest challenge is they're just not getting deals done as fast as they want to. There is an opportunity though.
Yeah. I totally agree. I said the same thing just last week to some clients. It's like, now is the time to work your sphere. Now is the time to clean up your database. Now is the time to start doing the things so that when the fall market comes back, and it will come back, it might not be like it was in 2020, but it will come back. You want people to remember to pick up the phone and call you.
Look, when we were in the time of the pandemic, and I want everybody tuned in, like, take yourself back there for a minute. We were told, stop. Don't go see people. Don't do this. Don't do that. And then it got to a point where we all thought to ourselves, wow, like if I make the call or if I interact with somebody, they're going to think all I want is their money.
Yeah.
But this is not the moment to be doing that. So maybe I'm going to hold back. And I know that there was a lot of advice from a lot of, from the top down saying, slow down, just be there, be compassionate with people. Maybe it's reduce the sales or like the sell. But I compared it to a marathon. I said, look, imagine you've got hundreds or thousands of people lined up at this starting line. And everybody's pumped and ready to go, itching to go. And the minute the gun goes off, what happens? Chaos ensues.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the exact same thing at the exact same time.
Yeah.
There's so much noise that people are tripping over themselves. They're getting lost. They're turning around and going the other way. A lot of people give up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I said to you, hey, you've got an absolute free ride here. This is completely legal. You are allowed to start ahead of everybody else so you don't get caught in the chaos. Would you take the opportunity to start?
Hell yeah.
At some point when that gun goes off, you look backwards. You are so far ahead.
Yeah.
They are so far behind. You are not lost in the noise.
Right.
And just to what you just said, Christine, when time comes back and people are ready to go, there you are, ready and poised for the taking.
Exactly. What do you think are some of their blind spots when it comes to this? Like, what are they not seeing? Because you know they're not doing it, right? Like, they hesitate to do it. They get paralyzed. What are those blind spots that are causing that?
I think it's a lack of knowing where you're going, right? Like destination. It's like getting in a car, driving with a blindfold on and hoping that you're going to get to wherever it is you think you're going to get to.
Well, that's a scary thought.
Yeah, right? But imagine running your business that way.
Yeah, no.
You have no goals, and I'm talking personal and business. And people always go, oh, here we go again, goals. But let's be real as well. If I've got a goal, I have a destination. If I have a destination, all I got to do is punch into the navigation, and I should be able to get there. It's pretty simple. But follow the navigation. And that is the missing link for most people.
Yeah.
Because it's what am I doing every day to get myself closer to where I want to go?
Yep.
And that, to me, is usually the blind spot because most people get up in the day, they check their phones, they see what's going on social and an email, and then they react the rest of their day. And of course, like all of us, we all get caught in the bright, shiny object or chasing squirrels and doing the things we want to do rather than things we need to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look.
I love that you said that destination plus the navigation is the key to get you where you want to go.
When you asked about blind spots, it could be, oh, this is where you could find business today.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say to everybody, first off, the places you can find business today are the same as they were yesterday and the same they will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, bright, shiny objects that are being thrown at you, those change daily.
Yes.
So you can get caught up and lost in the mix, or you can stay focused. And I would say this is that right now, we are in a moment of time where the back to basics way of doing things is what's really working.
Yeah.
There's lack of buyers.
Yep.
Or they're there, but they just can't get the financing they need.
Yep.
Sellers are still thinking to themselves, the market is still what it was 3 years ago,
Yep.
which it's not.
Yep.
So we're having a hard time meeting in the middle.
Yep.
Right? But the places where we find these people are still the same places. And the actions we have to do, I mean, I was just going to say, before we got on today, in my calendar said calls. Now, I put that in there because I want to make sure that I'm doing my follow-ups and my touch bases and maintaining my relationships. And it's one thing to go, I know that I got to do that stuff and I do it every day and I'm really good at it. Yeah, no, so am I. I'm really good at it. I've been doing it for a long time. However, when I put it in the calendar and I've got it marked off for a specific time, that is part of the action that's going to get me closer to the goal.
Yes.
And I still, Christine, after 20 years, I still hesitated to make those calls. I'm like, here we go.
I know.
But then you do them and you start rolling, right? And
you feel good because you're making that one-on-one connection with another human being. I often do them on Zoom because I want to be engaged in a way where I can see your eyes, and your body language. And I just feel like it creates more of a connection, more of an authentic connection, and more of a commitment to engage. You know what I mean? So I want to talk about Mindshare because you're the CEO and founder of Mindshare 101, which I love that name. That is like, as a branding person, right? That's like, okay, I know what he's all about. So What does it mean to you? And why is it more important than ever today?
Mindshare is a top of mind, intuitive, instinctive reaction to a product or service. Okay, so a top of mind, intuitive, instinctive reaction to a product or service. And really what it means is when we think of what you do for a living, the reality is you want people to think of you. So if we talk to realtors and we say, hey, Mr., Mrs. Real Estate Agent, what is the first name that you want coming to mind when somebody thinks of their home, when somebody thinks of real estate? And it's funny because a lot of people yell out the brand name or the office name, and it could be the second right answer.
Yeah.
But ideally, the first right answer is they say your name. And so when your name is the first name that comes to mind when they're thinking real estate, you're winning. And everybody else has a tougher time breaking into that. And you don't just earn that because you market it, by the way. Let's be real there, right? There's relationship that's got to be built. So the old cliche of know you, like you, trust you.
Yeah.
You've got to market. You got to do it consistently. Then you got to be genuine. You got to add a lot of value. Then we build a relationship. Then we maintain a relationship. Then we hopefully earn the trust. And if we have the trust, then we can potentially get the deal.
Yeah.
So the whole game is about building Mindshare.
Oh my God, I love it so much. So I'm gonna ask you your opinion on something.
Yeah.
A lot of my clients or prospective clients who are building teams will come to me and say, Christine, I've been doing business for 20 years as, Susie Martin. And now I've got this team. Like, I should really rename the team something else, like Homes North of Boston or something like that, like wherever their service area is. What do you think about that?
It is a loaded question. And no, there's validity to both directions. However, let's get everybody thinking, okay, when we answer this one. The first one is, what is your end goal? Crazy how that just went back to goals, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think about this. You say, are you looking to build a business where are you looking to build a business where you're no longer the face and the name of it, but your entire team is the face and the name of it? Are you building a business that you're looking to potentially franchise and not necessarily like a McDonald's, but in the sense where maybe you're going to have different teams in different areas? So it's very dependent on what is that end goal. And I encourage everyone, and we work with a lot of folks as well through our coaching programs who are, hey, I want to start a team. Hey, I want to expand my team. Hey, I'm going to team up my team with somebody else's team. And when I say to everybody, I really encourage that you think through, what is the end goal? What are you trying to do with it? Is this thing being set up to sell it? Is it being set up so that you could just be a listing agent? Is it being set up so you don't have to do anything?
Yeah.
We need to figure that out.
Yeah.
Once we understand sort of the why behind doing it, and look, I know most of the answers, Christine, I'm sure you do too, are, oh, I want to have more efficiency, or, oh, I'm so busy, or, oh, I need help.
Yep.
Wonderful. My encouragement to everybody is, hey, write down all the things that you are really good at, the things that you want to do, then the things that you're not good at, and the things that you hope you can get other people to do.
Yeah.
And again, once we get a sense of what those tasks are, what those duties are, from there we can then decide, okay, what should and I know you'll like this, what should the brand be all about?
Mm-hmm.
Because now we have more direction, we have purpose.
Yeah.
Without purpose, it's tough to answer that.
Yeah.
The other thing I'll get people thinking is, let's say you say, no, I'm not looking to franchise it. No, I'm not looking to have team in different areas. No, this is just for me, but I'm just really busy and I still want to be the face. Then I might flip the argument around and say, hey, keep your name present because we're still working with your people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we know that 70 to 90% of our business comes from our people, our sphere, what I call group number one,
yeah,
then we want to make sure that they recognize us and they know who we are. We want to be the person, not the business.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It's like thing one, thing two. It's like group number one. I like that approach. I sort of always come back to your name is most important because most of the time they're really just trying to create passive income. Mm-hmm. Rarely do they become like the big mega teams or, franchise. And so I still think that there's value in the name. It doesn't have to be like Susie, but it could be, the last name of, I think that's so powerful. It also depends, I think, how powerful they really are in the local market. I think that plays a role.
Yeah. And I agree with you on both those fronts. And I mean, I will always err on the side and lean towards keep your name there.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you an example. I was driving yesterday and I saw like a transit bus driving by. And of course, every transit bus has a real estate advertisement on it. And this one here, two guys, it's like a father and son kind of thing. And it says, sold. And my first inclination was to look for the name. right away. And the
Yeah.
biggest thing they did, which I give them total credit for, because they literally, it said the big words, it said their last name.
Yep.
Then it had one here on the left and the right, and then in between it said sold.
Yeah.
And I think it was I think it was their website. I don't remember what the contact info was, but it was so simple.
Yeah.
Wasn't number one this, top producer that, blah, blah, blah. Nothing.
Yeah.
The word sold told me real estate.
Yeah.
There was the company logo. There was their big last name in big bold letters. That's who I want.
Yeah.
I don't want to call ABC and maybe get this person or that person.
Yep.
And in real estate, it doesn't get done like that.
No.
I'm going to call them asking for Christine.
Yeah.
And if Christine's not around, please ask Christine to call me.
Yes.
No, I don't want to speak with Judy. No offense to Judy. But, you know, and we have to be very careful because here, okay, let's keep going on this then. Talk experience. To everybody listening, think about calling and getting service for anything these days.
Yeah.
Rarely do you get to talk to a human being. There's a number of million different voices you have to listen to and press buttons.
Yep.
It's tough to get to somebody.
Yep.
Some of these places don't even have people. You pick up, they pick up and tell you, go to the website or go to social media. Talk to the chatbot.
Yeah.
How connected or disconnected do you feel?
You feel like a number.
Well, do I want to feel like that with the biggest asset of my entire life?
No, absolutely not.
No shot.
No, absolutely not. And this is why, oh my God, we could go down a total rabbit hole here. But I mean,
we always do this.
We do. Like, I just feel like there are so many amazing agents in our business that appreciate that and do the right thing by the client. And that's why they're successful. Oh my God, we got totally into this the last time. And yet the bar is so low. So you get agents who come in who don't really understand that. They don't understand A, the hustle, B, the depth of high level of customer service that needs to happen. And so they fall out and they create a bad name for the other agents in the business.
So I'm going to take it here and say this is where our boards and our associations and our conferences and our brands have missed the mark.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm calling them all out and I'm doing it with care, not to make enemies, but I say it in a way of when we bring a speaker, when we bring a trainer, a topic, a product to a stage, to a mass audience in the industry to help them succeed, we are responsible to pay attention to what is it really doing and how is it truly going to impact this industry. You see, I'll take us backwards and say, first, social media and the smartphone, we could either say incredibly helpful, stopped us from necessarily needing to go to the coffee shop to talk to people. We can talk to a lot of people now. So wonderful in a sales perspective, wonderful in a marketing perspective. Connectivity, amazing. Overload?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely horrible. Definitely like the epitome of overload for all of us.
Yep.
Now you look and say, okay, if technology itself continues to get in between us and others, how relevant do we become in the bigger picture of this industry?
Yeah.
And why do I need to choose you, Christine, versus your colleague, Judy? Or you know what? There's so much technology available to me. I think I could figure this out on my own. Chatbots. When we introduced those a number of years ago, hey, you could get a robot to do this for you. We put something in between us and the client.
Mm-hmm.
Electronic signatures. We don't present offers anymore.
Yeah.
We just send over the contract to the client. The client actually initials the page. The page immediately fast forward to the bottom of the next page before they know if they signed the entire contract without what?
Reading it.
Or understanding it exactly.
Yeah.
So we haven't proven our value on top of the fact that now we're on the exact same playing field as every other offer.
Yeah.
So it sounds great. It's in essence, it's like efficiency and, oh my God, this is fantastic. It's so much easier than signing papers and running around doing the little circles with the initial. But look what it's done.
Yeah.
It's disconnected us from the offer table and put us on the same playing field.
Yeah. And exactly. And it's created all of this. So now there you have all of this noise. So let's talk about how does somebody actually gain mindshare? How do they stand out in a sea of sameness? online
that
and offline?
that is a loaded question. Look, simplicities are. It's a great no, but it is a great question. And truth be told, this is the the gold for anybody is understanding how do I build it. And when we do come back to it, there are some basics to it, but it takes effort. And like we said off the top, this is the moment right now. Do this. And it starts with identifying who your key audience is. And we say we got group one, the people we know. We know they're in our database. We know who they are. We know how many of them we have. Group two is the people we don't know. And to argue that it's everybody and anybody that could have a roof over their head, I mean, yeah, it'd be nice. Not going to happen. Identify your farm area. Identify, like when I say to you, where's group two? You say it's, in between these major intersections in this neighborhood and there's X amount of houses. Beautiful. Now you've got something very similar to what your contact list. The only difference is you don't know them.
Yeah.
So now we have the next part, which is marketing. The first part is establish a budget, understand how much you can actually spend. Because folks like you and I could get somebody spending $200 a month and we could paint them a picture for marketing that's $25,000 a month.
Yeah.
How much money do you have?
Yeah.
Well, it depends if it works. No, it doesn't. It depends what you can afford.
Yeah.
And that comes through a budgeting process and a business plan, et cetera.
Exactly.
Once we know your money, let's now implement the 7 different ways to communicate with people. But when we talk about people we know, those 7 ways, the take one of them saying phone call, people we know is a warm call, people we don't know is a cold call. You take mail, direct mail or ad mail. You take email, yes to group 1, can't email group 2. We don't have it yet.
Yes.
So it's understanding what the different ways to communicate are, and then injecting those tactics, those strategies through a content calendar, through a marketing calendar, with the schedule and a work back schedule and a ton of consistency to continue to build it.
And you just keep going back to setting the goal, putting the plan together, the roadmap. I mean, it's what you've said a couple of times already on this call, and it's probably one of the most biggest challenges I see with agents. They just don't want to sit down and do that, and that's where they fall down. So, can you give me an example of a story of a client that you've had who has been really successful in executing a plan and implementing the strategies that you've helped them support?
It's funny as you ask that question. I think of so many people, and I think of so many different stories. And I will say to you that there's a ton of success stories that are within all of them. Every single one of them came with their challenges. Every single one of them came with, their successes, their ways of doing, where they're lost, where they're winning, what they did well, what they haven't been doing well. And when you really break it down and understand that most people just aren't structured enough, we hear goals, we hear plan, but we don't put it together because we overdo it in our mind. Like if I said to you, hey,
totally agree.
Like, let's go climb a mountain today.
Yeah.
What was the first thought that went through your mind?
Hell no.
Okay, right away. It's like, whoa. And then why? Because the deeper thoughts are probably, well, whoa, how big is the mountain? Oh my God, that sounds like a lot of work. Well, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
We have all these things we do. But if I said to you, hey, Christine, got this mountain I want to climb. But before you say yes or no, I just want you to know, I want to go about I don't know. I want to walk for an hour today. We'll do like 100 feet, maybe 200 feet if we're lucky. But I don't want to do a lot. I don't want to stress ourselves out. I just want to do a little bit. What would you say then?
I'm with you.
Okay, cool.
I'm with you.
And if we conquered that and we did that today, and I was like, hey, look how much ground we covered today. We did it.
Yeah.
How would you feel in that moment?
Let's do it again.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So we've taken the mountain, we've built it, we've broken it right down to these tiny, tiny little pieces. How do you eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. We then made it so easy that you can't say no.
Yeah.
Go back to my phone calls. Let's come back from the mountain and say, there's the mountain, was my phone calls today.
Yep.
20 years later, I still consciously had to say to myself, David, we didn't ask you to call everybody.
Yeah.
Your goal was 3 people.
Yes.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say that to start with?
I know.
Seriously speaking, though, we break down our goals that tiny. Now you have no excuse not to do it. I don't care how hard you think it is. It's 3. Let's go.
And I think that's the beauty of having a coach like you, which is you help break it down bite-sized pieces so that they, number one, are willing to do it. And number two, they see the growth, the little bits and pieces.
That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the part we don't want to acknowledge.
Yes. Because when you see
we look
that
at what we
little
don't have.
success, yes, you're like, oh, I want more. Yeah.
Yeah. But hold on. Have you read the book, The Gap and the Gain?
No.
Oof, read it. Gap
Okay.
and the Gain. Okay. Almost self-explanatory to what I just said or what we're saying here, but it's exactly that. If you don't take stock of what you accomplished today,
Yes.
there's no way to build up the habit because the habit is built by a trigger, an action, and the reward at the end of it.
Yes.
So the trigger, I see it because I know I want it. The action is I do it and I get the reward.
Yeah.
So after those phone calls, you may or may not actually go, hey, David, and pat yourself on the back physically. Great job. But sometimes you should.
Yeah.
And the more you do, you're going to say to me when I say, hey, let's go climb the mountain again tomorrow. All right, Dave, I'm in. Let's go.
Yep.
And next thing you know, we've summited the mountain.
Yes. It's like so many other things in life, right? It's like exercise. It's like healthy eating, getting good sleep, like all of those things. It's you've got to do it. And you can't beat yourself up if you miss it one day, or if you didn't do it completely, because that can get people too, right? Like that can get somebody and knock them all the way down the mountain and they're like, just to hell with it. I'm done.
Totally.
They have to give themselves grace. You have to give yourself grace.
I don't know why I always think of Rocky. Okay, the Rocky movie. When he's fighting Ivan Drago, when he goes out to Siberia or something, and he's in this little cabin and he's doing his working out. And for some reason, I don't even know if this happened in the movie, but I picture it where it's every day that he gets up to train, he puts a little carve into the wood.
Yeah.
And he's tallying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you put the line through it. When you think of the simplicity of that and go, hey, let's get to the number 30. Every day I want you to do one. Just put a line.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you're doing it and you got 4 lines, 5 lines, 10 lines, whatever it is. And all of a sudden you go, I missed it.
Yep.
All good. But I just want you to look at it. I want you to recognize you missed it. And I want that right there to be the motivation for you not to miss it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just don't let it compound.
Yeah. Yes.
Nobody's got to be perfect.
The only thing that should be compounding is money. That's it.
Well, that's right. But seriously, nobody's perfect, and perfection is subjective.
Yes, it totally is. It reminds me of interviews with so many great professional athletes who say, the key to their success is not necessarily their talent; it's their discipline and their consistency.
That's exactly
discipline and consistency. Discipline and consistency. That's all it is. It's fascinating.
You could be the most elite at your game, whatever it is, sports, life, business, but you don't have to be the best.
Yeah.
The fastest runner, the strongest person. It doesn't have to be.
No.
When you are consistent, you will win every time.
Yes. Oh my God, this is
the magic
motivating.
ingredient to achieving anything you want in life.
Yeah, it's so true. Oh my God. This is so motivating. For people who are listening to us right now or watching us on YouTube, man, I need a comment. Are you feeling it like I'm feeling it? Because I'm feeling it right now.
I'm feeling it.
Right? Okay, so we're getting started to wrap up here. I want to know what you're preparing. What skill do you think is, I think I know what you're going to say, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What skill do you think that every agent should have in this moment to prepare for the next 12 to 24 months?
Discipline. First thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Discipline. It's a process. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. We've heard it so many times. I know I keep pulling out these cliche lines, but hello, they're cliches for a reason.
Exactly.
Think about it though. It comes down to anything we do in life, and we just said this, but consistency, but it's discipline to the plan. It is not I said this to my son the other day. He's off on his grade 8 class trip today. Wow. I can't believe how fast time flies.
Yeah.
But he's a little man. He's a little dude. He's my best buddy in the world. And I want him to learn, and I want him to experience, and I want him to go on an adventure. And I'm not going to wrap him in bubble wrap and shelter him and, oh, be careful.
Yeah.
No, be smart.
Yeah.
Go experience.
Yeah.
Go do. Go have fun.
Yep.
But be smart about what you do.
Yes.
And in saying that, I've said to him, I said, it's very easy to do what's easy.
Yep.
It's hard to do what's hard.
Yeah.
And what's usually hard is to make the right decision.
Yes.
And that's where we bring it back to business here, right? Is I want everybody to do, but we all lean to the easy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's easier to grab a bag of chips or a cookie out of the pantry than it is to maybe grab the fruit or make the nice little snack because it's healthier with like some vegetables and peanut butter. So I don't know. It's just easier. So we go with the easy route. We normally don't choose what's hard.
Yeah.
But choosing what's hard is usually the right decision.
Yeah, it is.
Now, most people won't do it. So look how much easier it just got too.
Yeah.
Most people won't. So it's like, as long as you do it.
That's right. That's how you stand out.
That's it. And there's the discipline.
I love it.
Right?
Oh my God. Great advice.
Oh my God. It goes on and on.
It is. And I have as you know, I have a 13-year-old son. And so very similar in age. And especially this time of their lives, that's great advice. Really, really good advice. You wonder how much it sinks in, David.
Yeah, but that's why it's like repetition and consistency.
Yes.
Right? Like we just keep saying it and you hope that they're going to make the right decisions. But I mean, look, I say we, parents, adults, business people, like it's the same thing. It's easy to pick up your phone in the middle of the day and check a notification because it just came through.
Yeah.
It's hard to buckle down for that 1 hour and make the phone calls you're supposed to be making.
It is. Yep.
Right. And that's, again, where it comes back to most people will be very distracted in what they do and how they operate. And without that plan, that navigation, you're going to be running in circles or taking the wrong turns and you just won't get where you want to go. Or if you do, it took you a hell of a lot longer than it needed to.
Absolutely. Oh my God, this has been amazing. I am going to ask you one last question.
Yeah.
I'd love you to finish this sentence. Know, like, trust is.
First thing that came to mind was gold.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing that came to mind was like foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Recipe. Are those interesting words?
Yeah, I love them all.
You know, it's know, like, trust is gold. I say that because the reality is, we need people to know who we are. We do need to develop a like factor. And from there, you can have the opportunity at trust. And as I said off the top of the show, without trust, you don't get the deal.
That's right.
So that's where I said gold. We set foundation because, again, much the same. If you don't build it, they won't come. And then I think recipe goes hand in hand with all of that to say that that's, 1 + 1 + 1 = 3.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your navigation as you spoke about in the beginning. Yeah. I love it. David, this has been awesome. All the feels, all the energy. Thank you so, so much for being here with us today. Just love it.
Absolute pleasure. I really thank you for having me. It's always a great conversation with you.
Yeah, you as well. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone.